Hi guys, I'm sorry you're stuck at home, but I'd like to start each morning reading a story to you just like we do at school. This is one of my favorites. It's called Smelly Socks. It's one of my favorites because inside the main character is named Tina. It's by Robert Munch and the illustrator is Michael Marchenko. The dedication is to Tina. When Tina, I'll show you the picture and I'll read from the other side. When Tina wanted new socks, her mother took her to the only store in town. This store only had black socks. Said Tina, "Can we please go across the river and get some really good socks? We can't drive right across the river because there is no bridge," said Tina's mom. "You know, it's a long, long way to the only bridge, and besides, we don't have a car." So Tina went to her grandfather and said, "Can you please take me across the river in your boat? I want to buy some really good socks." "The motor is not working on the boat," said the grandfather. "Well, row," said Tina. "We can't row. We can row. I will row and you can sit in the back of the boat." "You will row?" said her grandfather. "Yes," said Tina. "Rowing is easy." So Tina got in the boat and rowed slowly. Now you're going to hear some S words. One of the reasons why I chose this book, Smelly Socks, for our S week. Splash, 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 as Tina rowed the boat. And the boat went in circles. Swish, swish, swish. Tina rowed fast. Splash, 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 splash. And the boat went in circles. Swish, 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 swish. "This boat has forgotten how to row," said Tina. I'm going to turn and read, and then I'll show you the pictures again. "You sit in the back and tell me what to do," said her grandfather. So Tina sat in the back and told her grandfather how to row. And her grandfather rowed all the way across the river. Then they walked all the way through the town to the big sock store. At the store, Tina tried on socks that were too big, socks that were too little, socks that were too blue, and socks that were too pink. Tina tried on millions and millions and millions of socks. Finally, she found a pair of red, yellow, and green socks. Then, since it was almost time for dinner, Tina and her grandfather ran back to the boat, and this time the boat sort of remembered how to row. Tina rowed around and around and around, and still they did get to the other side. When they got back, Tina ran home and yelled, "Socks, socks, socks, wonderful socks. These are the best socks I've ever seen in my life. Grandfather rowed me all the way across the river to get these socks. I'm never going to take them off." "Never?" said Tina's mother. "Never," said Tina. "Oh no," said Tina's mother. So Tina wore her socks for a long time. She wore them for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 whole days. Her mother said, "Tina, I know you love these socks. Just let me wash them really quick. They will start to smell if you don't get them washed." "Socks, socks, socks, wonderful socks," said Tina. "I am never going to take them off." And Tina wore her socks for 10 more days. How many days has she been wearing her socks? 10 plus 10. You can figure that out. "Tina, what a smell! Change your socks." "Socks, wonderful socks," said Tina. "I'm never going to take them off." After Tina wore her socks for 10 more days, 10 plus 10 plus 10, how many days has she been wearing these socks? Well, a whole flock of Canadian geese flew over her house and dropped right out of the sky. 2 moose walked through her yard and fell over from the smell. Ducks, raccoons, and squirrels fell over when she walked to school. Finally, even a skunk fell over from the smell. Tina's friends decided to do something. They all came to her house and knocked on the door. Blam, 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 blam. When Tina opened the door, they grabbed her and they carried her to the river. Then they held their noses and took off her socks. Some of the kids held Tina and some of the kids washed the socks. Scrub, 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 scrub. More S's. All the fish in the river floated up to the top and acted like they were dead. The kids washed some more. Scrub, 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 scrub. All the beavers ran out of the river and went to live with Tina's grandfather. They washed some more. Scrub, 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 scrub. Far down the river, people said, "How come the river smells like dirty socks?" The beavers left the grandfather's house and went back into the river. The Canadian geese got up off the ground and flew away. The fish decided that they were not dead after all and jumped and splashed in the river. Oops. Miss Tina blew it. I skipped a page. Let's go back. Finally, the socks were clean. "Wow," said Tina. "They look nicer when they're clean." "Wow," said Tina. "They smell nicer when they're clean." "Wow," said Tina. "They feel nicer when they're clean." Tina put on the socks and said, "I'm going to wear clean socks from now on." The beavers, here we go. The beavers left the grandfather's house and went back into the river. The Canadian geese got off the ground and flew away. And the fish decided that they were not dead after all and jumped and splashed in the river. Tina went to her mom and said, "My socks are nice and clean, and it would be very nice if you took me to get a new red, yellow, and green shirt." "Promise to wash it?" said her mother. "No," said Tina. "If I wait long enough, the kids at school will all wash it for me." It looks like they did. It was fun reading for you. I hope you're all doing well at home. I miss you, and we'll read another book tomorrow. I feel like Mr. Doug from Mystery Science. Goodbye, kids. We'll see you again tomorrow.